Why are you so tired?
Something woke me up last night. Something strange.
Well, what was it?
Bright light. In the sky.
Maybe you were dreaming.
No. It was too surreal to be a dream. But too unreal to be believable.
I think you've been drinking too much eggnog.
That's trash.
Talking about? I'm Santa Claus. I'm gonna go put this in this.
Should we just jump into this thing?
I think we already did.
Yeah, I feel like we did too.
Yeah, I think if you
Hold on, just because I have to, this is for legal. Hello, and welcome to That's Cool, That's Trash, the podcast where we watch a psychotronic movie online, then we get together on Skype to break down the crazy. I'm Matt Howell.
I'm Joe Kincher.
And we have...
I'm Justin Moman.
Justin Moman back with us because we watched Feeders last month, and we put Justin through it, and the sequel was made 2 years later, and it is a Christmas-themed movie, so we kind of just all agreed after we finished the podcast last time that we just need to do this for Christmas.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a present everyone deserves.
Yeah. And it was a present. So, Feeders 2 Sleigh Bells is the movie we're talking about. It's from 1998, and it is a follow-up to the 1996 home video sensation Feeders, which we talked about last time, which was about an alien invasion in rural Pennsylvania, and really bad acting, mustaches, feathered hair.
Okay,
puppet aliens.
I'll jump in with something here
Please.
real quick. When just because timeline wise,
Yeah.
it's appropriate. So when you sent me the thing, I figured out very quickly that it was like, I could watch this, and you're like, oh, you could watch it on YouTube too. So I tried to look it up on YouTube. And once I knew the whole title, by the way, is Feeders 2, Sleigh Bells, S-L-A-Y, Bells, very clever. Once I looked that up, one of the 3 things on my Roku YouTube channel, it was like 3 things in, was an Everything is Terrible supercut trailer.
Oh, like digest, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, if listeners don't know, Everything is Terrible is an amazing website that compiles just crazy, like, found 80s, 90s, whatever, video footage of stuff. And
Home video, industrial video, just weirdness.
Exactly.
Public access.
Yeah. And I feel like that was once like, the way that registered with me was like, oh, okay, I know what I'm in for.
Yeah.
And I actually watched that 2-minute trailer first, and it was like, oh no. I knew how painful this was going to be. And it was sort of like, this is going to sting a little bit.
Yeah. There's some hurting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually kind of dug into it once I realized that there was a shelf lower than Feeders that we could go to depth-wise. I got into it. It was so bad, I enjoyed watching it the second time. I watched it with the family the second time.
Really?
What?
It gets better. Yeah, it's really good.
Okay. So it's like being a queer teenager. It's like, oh, it gets better.
Sorta, yeah. Anyway, so this is Feeders 2, guys, and here's the thing. It doesn't really matter if you didn't see the first Feeders, because A, as Joe mentioned to me in an email, they show you pretty much the entire movie of Feeders 1 almost at the end of this movie. And 2, or B, this has nothing to do with the first one, really. beyond a very bizarre confession, institutional session, interrogation from the guy from the first one, right? But his hair's all long and weird.
Right. Oh, well, there is there is something that I found out today that I didn't realize, but I was going back looking for stuff on this movie when I was looking for recommendations, and
You found
it
this?
was no, yeah.
Oh, because-
I was like, if you like feeders, you might like. If you like feeders too, you might like feeders. No, it was that I didn't realize looking up Feeders 2 on IMDb. I didn't realize that the main guy in Feeders 2 is the twin of the guy in Feeders 1. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Whoa.
How did you
See, I
not?
thought they
So-
were the directing and acting duo.
Right.
Yeah.
But
they,
the guy
they
who
switch
does
they switch
main
heads.
acting in the first one
Yeah.
is the guy who wrote and acted in the second one, like the twin, the clone one. And I found that like crazy because I was like, oh, okay, that's why he's not as good. So I was like, oh, okay, he's that much less charismatic. Like there's a XY chromosome charisma gene. Because the other one was like trying a little bit, and
Yeah.
the same version of the guy in this movie is like, I don't know.
I just assumed he had like codeine after some kind of dental surgery or something.
Yeah, he broke his leg.
Everything sounds just so like I'm just
Floppy.
barely.
Yeah.
Santa's coming, kids.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Santa's coming. Are you excited?
Okay, so
I'm excited.
I just tried miserably to establish that you don't need to have seen the first one to see this one. This is a Christmas horror movie that was basically a in name only kind of sequel about these aliens invading during Christmas Eve.
Well, they reused the puppets.
They're new puppets.
Well, they had some of the old ones.
They did have some
the
of the
new
old
ones.
ones.
They just made out of.
So when they would
I think
show,
they made them out of holiday ornaments.
yeah, it looks like it. But when they show the interior of the spaceship and like the aliens observing Earth, it's one from the old one and one from the new one. So I think they're trying very hard to kind of convey that the reason the puppets are different is because there's like different ethnicities within the aliens or something. I don't know, but like
Yeah,
they show the two aliens together to say yes, they look totally different now because now they have big red cute eyes and their Christmas ornament bulb heads and right. Am I thinking about this too much?
No, I think they made a really vague attempt to be like, yeah, this is why why they look different. It's not because they're crappier, it is because they're crappier,
Right.
between you and me, but they made this like, oh, there's all different kinds. It's like, you know how there's like, it's like Star Trek's, Star Trek's, Star Trek, the next generation, where there's like, oh, there's a race of people with bumps on their nose and like, oh, they have like glitter on their face or whatever. And so I think they were doing that kind of thing where it's like, oh, well, these ones are a little more round-headed and a little more bottle cap-eyed and also more badly made.
So it's world building
Yes.
in the saddest way possible.
Yes.
Okay. So does someone want to do we typically just do the, synopsis in the briefest Wikipedia-esque style possible, just like so people who haven't seen it can follow along on their heads. Justin, can you just say in like 3 sentences what the plot of this movie is?
3 sentences, Justin.
3 sentences. Oh my god.
You got this.
Let's see. It's. Oh, yeah, you're going to have to cut this, Matt.
You just watched it. It's so bad you couldn't remember it. That's great.
Oh, I watched it at 5 a.m. on an airplane this morning.
That's like being on mushrooms, basically.
I know. I guess
Recall-wise,
the
that's an
people next to
equivalent.
me.
Okay.
I think I could do it in 2.
Joe?
I could name
nice.
this movie in 2 sentences.
Go for it, Joe.
Joe, that's the art of the deal.
So, okay. Oh shit, that's one sentence, isn't it?
One really long sentence.
Aliens who are preying on the human race decide to attack one specific house on Christmas.
No.
Oh, and one pallet factory.
And a church.
And an old lady.
And an old lady's
and
house.
pets this time.
Okay, let's start over. Aliens who have been attacking this planet at random are randomly attacking in bad battleship style planet Earth. They're going to eat us, and it's Christmas Day. But who comes to save the day? None other than Santa Claus himself and his band of elves who are completely useless.
His band of elf?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. We were so close to a summary. I think
that's pretty much
you got it. Okay, good.
Yeah.
That is the movie. Yep. All right, folks. Thanks for listening. And okay, Joe, let's do in a word. But let's start with you this time.
In a word.
How do you describe the experience of watching?
How do I describe
Feeders 2 in a word?
How do I describe this in a word? Originally, like, as I was watching it, I was like, oh, padded. But then I realized, like, it was like, no, that's what I said for feeders. And this is very important. Everything about watching Feeders 2 makes Feeders, the first one, feel like amazing. Like, it feels like Apocalypse Now. Yeah. Compared to this movie, like everything about Feeders 2 feels dumbed down, phoned in, improvised, done in half the time. Like, right. How can we like pump these out? Like, this is great. Oh, I don't know, just whatever. Just say something. We'll film it. We'll worry about it later. So padded I couldn't do again, obviously. But as I was watching it, I realized that a lot of adjectives went through my mind. But
can I cut in here and just say I have a guess?
Well, I told you what it was.
Is it classic? Is the word classic?
Classical, yes. Classical, like music, yes. No, it was. I settled on excruciating because it was like there were large stretches of the movie that were just like nothing is happening. You're rehashing stuff. Well, I don't know. See,
That's where it becomes beautiful, though.
See, you have a Stockholm syndrome with this movie. This is going to get interesting. This is why this one word thing should maybe come at the end.
So I don't know what the word like in French for it is, but like I feel like watching this movie feels to me like, you know, when you're leaning back in your chair and you're perfectly balanced, not tipping back, and then you push a little too hard and there's that moment right before you start falling, but you know that you don't have control. This movie feels like that for, I believe, 72 minutes.
So it's sort of like when you're like
it's that weird.
The sunset is boring. Oh my god, it's amazing. Like,
it's It's I have a pretty weird. It becomes like a mantra to me of just like mediocrity, shitty 90s-ness. Like it's got a beautiful rhythm. It's like bebop of shot on video.
No,
weird.
How dare you, sir? Shame on you.
I was waiting for you to stop me.
Charlie
Okay.
Parker is turning over in his fucking grave.
Hey man.
Whatever. All right, Justin. What say you, sir?
What word?
Oh, awkward. Although watching it, having watched Feeders the one already, it was actually kind of fun.
Yeah.
In not a healthy way, you know. It was fun because you kind of know what's going to happen. It's the exact same tricks, except they went for pets this time and kind of, teased at, are we going to kill a kitty? Which that's a kitty as in like a child, not
Yeah.
a kitty as in a cat. Because they
No.
did. But yeah, it's like, what the hell are they going to come up with to do next? Because it was like they took all thoughts of any kind of serious attempt and just said, fuck it.
Yep.
Let's just do something silly.
Yes, they
but
did.
then they didn't really give up on everything altogether. And there was some of that awkward, we're gonna try really hard in a bad way coming through still that they never really seem to get rid of. So yeah, awkward but fun.
Okay,
Yeah.
Justin, I have a question about that because I feel like maybe we should kind of walk through the film a little bit before we get into this, but I take a little bit of issue with that because I thought about that and I can think of other films where they really committed to the craziness of it and like, fuck it, let's get silly and like we're self-aware and like let's get nuts with this. And I felt like this one had a level of ineptitude that made the first one feel like reminiscent for me and fun, where I was like, oh god, I miss Feeders 1. Is that weird?
No, I don't think
I
that.
was
guess
like, oh
this-
no, there were riffable. Matt, I sort of approach like movies from sort of a riffable. Hey, it's fun to like shout at the screen type
Sure.
of thing. But I did feel like there were long drags in this that even in the first Feeders didn't exist. Like where there was still stuff to kind of like poke fun at, and I feel like in Feeders 2. Sleigh bells, Sleigh bells. It was a little. I was like, okay, all right. Come on. And I feel like if they really committed to, like they wanted to do what, like,
Gremlins
feel with the aliens, they almost went there. But if they like really committed to it, and if you're gonna. That's another thing I wanted to say is like it felt largely improvised and not too. Yes, are you? Well, fucking okay. You're making fun of me now, but like the Parker Stevenson guy, like his whole thing.
John McBride. He has a name, sir.
Okay. Sorry, John McBride. It's very clear that it's like. Oh, you're in a drama class, and they're like, so you're getting interrogated by a policeman who doesn't exist, and you're trying to explain why you killed your friend, and the aliens are coming down, and he's just like, he says the same shit over and over and over. It's just like
In no
he's
order.
like, it's completely like an improvisational, like it's a master class in like improvisation and 001.
So I don't know what you were doing in '98, Joe, but I wasn't making enough money where I could get John McBride to come up for like 3 or 4 days of shooting. You get one fucking day with John McBride on your best day, so
You
don't
milk
be
it.
acting like that.
You milk it and you fix it in editing.
He's a one-take guy, and he walks out the door. That's John McBride. I mean, come on. That's why we call him McBride.
That's why we
That's
call
where that
him
term
the
came from.
That's
He's
why we call
really,
him that.
really good at it. So anyway,
Here comes McBride. Here comes McBride.
so there's that, right? And then we need to listen to some audio, you guys. Okay, so Joe was talking.
All right.
Okay, can I just tell you something? I was surprised. I did very little research on this one, and Joe, you usually are my safety net for research. I did not know the other brother was the guy in this one.
Yeah.
So
Makes a difference.
that makes the acting. I was wondering why. I thought he maybe had a stroke or something, but it's just a different guy who has no ability.
I think it's baloney versus spam.
Okay, can we listen to just a teeny little sample of his audio? This is him getting up from work in the morning. He was awoke in the middle of the night and he saw a UFO outside of his shitty blinds, and then he goes back to bed in the morning. He is going off to work on Christmas Eve day, and this is his conversation with his Eric Wareheim kind of wife as he's leaving about something.
Alan, are you leaving work early?
I'll try, but don't hold your breath.
But today is Christmas Eve.
Tell that to my boss. He doesn't care. It's just another day to him. What's on your agenda?
Wrapping gifts and wrapping gifts and wrapping gifts.
Sounds like fun. I'll call you later.
Hey, what's Santa bringing me for Christmas?
What do you get a woman who has everything?
More.
What do you say after that? I mean, okay.
I need to back up. Yeah, you dropped a lot of knowledge there. The Eric Wareheim wife. I have, like, could you get? It's not. I'm not body shaming or face shaming anyone, but I'm watching this with my wife, and we're both going, "Oh my God, this woman is so unconvincing as
a woman,
a heterosexual human being."
Yep.
Like, I don't mean that as a slam. I'm just like, she's unconvincing as a human being.
No, she doesn't play human.
Like,
she doesn't do human well at all.
Do human very well.
Well, she didn't in the first one either.
And was that her? That was my
she had
question the whole time.
She was the one that said, "My dad's the sheriff."
Yeah, right. That was
I'll
her,
Yeah.
right?
Ready
And
I'll be
got
ready
killed in the
2
garage.
hours.
I mean, I know she's not the same character, but she's the same actress,
I'll be ready
right?
yes.
Okay.
I'll be ready in 2 hours. But in this one, like, you're asking me to believe that some guy
That she could
had
land
sex with this
someone like him?
lady at least twice, and he has the personality of a fucking KFC bucket that's been left in the rain.
Empty.
Yeah. Oh, empty. Yes. No.
With-
no. Full
okay.
KFC bucket has personality.
Jesus.
Crazy. I just, it was, and nobody in this movie, just to be clear, I'm not being misogynist, nobody in this movie has personality.
Okay, can I break it down real quick? So here's
Yes.
I don't
what
know.
this movie.
I think that those kids might have a little bit of personality. That's
They
about it.
Actually,
because
they were
they're kids.
They were the
Yeah.
cutest,
They
most
haven't been
endearing
crushed
part of
by-
the whole thing.
They haven't been crushed by drama school yet.
Ugh.
And community theater hasn't reached them and said, no,
I give
you're
them
doing it
5
wrong.
minutes from the time they quit filming this movie to be completely crushed by the world.
So just to be clear, this is the structure of this film, right? This is like a shitty Oreo. So the top layer is the aliens coming and being around the dad's house, the family's house. And in the middle seems to be a series of vignettes of the aliens killing people around the town and kind of cutting back to the family to see what they're doing, and then the Santa Claus ending. Yes? Is that the structure? Those
Basically.
3 layers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have so much to talk about because it was terrible. Where do you start? Justin, what's your first issue with this movie? Because I have a whole bunch.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I'd call it an issue, but
Hey,
Oh,
we're
man,
talking
the-
issues here, Justin. It's issues. Come on, man.
no, I'm just gonna say it. I loved all the farts.
Can I play one of those?
Oh, please do.
So this one just kind
Wait,
of
they're
comes
all
up
the same
suddenly.
though. I think.
What's that?
I think they're all the same sound effect.
Oh, no, they're the same sound effect, but the context is really what creates the reality. So in this one, the dad goes to work on Christmas Eve day, and the kids are wrestling with each other, and this sound effect just comes in. Like the kids are just rolling around roughhousing.
Maybe Santa will bring me some sanity for Christmas.
What? It looks like any given like America's Funniest Video clip, but it has a tripod, so it's a real movie. That was what bugged me so much. Was it's clearly like home videos, but they're structured in the way that mimics film, which makes them insidious. So
That makes them home films.
So here's my issue with the movie.
America's Funniest Home Films.
Oh yeah.
So here's my first issue is that the music is excruciating. It is a mix. It is basically if you go to like Costco and you get a $65 like piece of shit prosumer or whatever kind of keyboard, and they play like 150 songs. this soundtrack is primarily those Christmas songs, like played
See, I thought,
like a
Matt,
MIDI.
I thought you were gonna say it's like if Costco had a casino in the back, and that would be the music that Costco Casino would play.
Oh my god!
Like, hey, buy some stuff and gamble and whatever, and like, do 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 do.
So let's just jump into one, because here's one I just have called Green Sleeves. I mean, it just all sounds like it's played on something from an Atari based platform.
Merry Christmas, dude.
Ho, ho, ho. I hope the kids like their presents.
You should. It's practically the whole toy store.
So there's these constant cuts.
Wait! You don't remember that from the Christmas edition of Tetris?
I do, but the fact that the music sounds like this, here's another one. Hold on.
Oh, John Carpenter. It's the Fairsley difference.
So, I mean, I know
Come
that
down to Fairsley. We have a sale on apples.
It's so.
We have no rats.
God, it's just terrible.
Yeah, it sounds like an Amiga computer. Like, oh wow, a computer can play music.
So
Wow.
here's okay, you guys. I've been wanting to talk about this for like a week. So, how do you, as the Polonia Brothers, casting this movie and calling it Feeders 2, so attaching it to Feeders, how do you cast the other twin brother who looks exactly the same as an entirely different character from the first movie and not address it in any way narratively? Why there'd be two people that look
Bugging
alike?
the shit out of me. Where I was like, you're gonna show this in flashback, and she'll be like, he's like, the guy is telling the cop, I was there. I went with a ride with my bro, and we were just like gonna go to the beach, and it's like, you know that guy looks just like the guy who's the hero of our film?
Yeah.
They're the same glasses and the same mustache.
Yeah. They're
like
literal twins, like clones.
Yeah, but the thing you have to
I
remember
guess
here
twins are clones.
is that they're twins. They look completely different to each other. They have a completely different scale for this. I think they just didn't get it.
Nope. Fuck off, Justin. Here's the thing.
Aw.
Here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. This is the one thing that, like, okay, so, like, you're talking about, like, how you don't really have to watch the first Feeders because they have the flashbacks and stuff. This is the one thing where it falls apart if you haven't seen the first Feeders. Because if you've seen the first one, when you watch this, you go, wait, okay, but I get it, because the twins dueled and they're a clone and whatever, so you just accept that it's like, oh, they're low budget, and this is a different guy. But if you don't, then you're like, wait, so you're telling me that your friend was cloned by an alien, you stabbed the shit out of your friend before asking questions, killed him, and then went, wait, did I kill the right guy? Because that's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget.
I didn't.
And he's like, wait, no, you jerked off in the woods in summer camp in the 7th grade. How else would I know that? And he's like, okay, cool. I stabbed the right guy. And then finds out he doesn't stab the right guy.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, oh shit, I killed my friend.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's like, well, who's this guy? So now I have to believe, if I've watched Feeders 1, I'm watching Feeders 2, I have to believe this guy that looks like that guy, because nobody else looks like that guy. I have to fucking believe that he's a clone alien, and he's an inside job.
Okay, I gotta tell you something, Joe.
I'm
Okay.
crazy.
This
You're
happened.
thinking way too hard.
No, this happened to me too. I started the movie and thought, I'm sorry, Renee wanted to watch this one with me. She saw scenes from the first one. So we watched this one together twice. And she said, like, so is that the guy? And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, I was like, no, they're twins. And one of them, blah, blah. And she's like, well, does No, but is he the? You told me one killed, blah blah.
Right.
She's like, is he the clone that's assumed a life? And I was like, well, now I wasn't going to think about that fucking hard, but now I don't know. So the first time I watched this movie, I was just like, is this supposed to be something connected to the first? But it's totally not, right? It's just,
except they connected it. And they lost an opportunity to make an amazing connection where it's like, oh, he is the clone, M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They could have been like, oh, and then this guy out here looks just like this guy, and he's his cousin. He's also a twin, and he looks like I don't know. They could have connected it, but instead they're like, oh, don't think about that. But also, do think about it because 30% of the movie is going to be flashback to the first movie.
that's the fatal step right there.
And you can't have it both ways, man. You can't have it both ways.
That's not a good recycling job. Can we talk about some favorite parts?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Because I think there's one standout one that seems to be the most viral type of clip from this. Justin, what was your favorite part? In general.
Well, it's going to go straight to the ending and
fine.
Spoil that. But Santa with the fucking ray gun.
Oh,
dude.
Yeah.
Oh man, I couldn't stop smiling.
Well,
I wasn't quite at the point of laughing, but I was just smiling.
It's the fact that the ray gun is just like MS Paint, like line tool. It's so...
No, it was his joy. That's what got me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But all of that, too.
Oh, man. Joe, what was your favorite?
I like Santa's voice.
Yes.
Because it was insane.
Can we hear some of it?
Yes, please.
Okay, so I believe this is the point where, basically, folks, these aliens have been circling this family's house the whole time in the area, and when Santa is delivering presents, some of them attack his sleigh, they kill one of his elf, and they attack him, and then he's wounded in the backyard of this family, and he's brought in, and the dad, we've been bitching about the whole time, sees him and he's wounded or something, and this is where he finds out he's actually Santa.
Here, let me help you off with that.
Oh, that's real, Alan.
I'm sorry. How did you know my name?
I know everything. I am Santa Claus.
No way. There's no such thing as Santa Claus. You're just someone in a Santa suit.
That's why you never get anything for Christmas. Your kids believe in me.
They're kids. They're supposed to.
And adults aren't?
Well, look, we got a bigger problem on our hands right now, if you haven't noticed by now.
Those aliens! Those pesky aliens!
We gotta get upstairs and hide.
Cower and fear? Never! I've fought blizzards, freezing rain, and hailstorms. Even bratty kids. Those aliens don't scare me.
Well, what are we gonna do?
Stand back. I have a little magic up my sleeve.
So that's the point that Santa whips out the laser gun that Justin was just talking about and starts blasting aliens.
He sounds to me like if James Adomian did an impression of Bobcat Goldthwait doing Santa Claus, a drunken Santa Claus. Jolie was like, I was watching this with my wife, and she's like, "There's no way he's not drunk doing this." The actual guy doing it. And he was kind of changing. Like, he was like, I don't know what to do.
I just assumed that he was a non-actor, like a dentist or something like that, fulfilling this favor. Like, I owe you $600 from gambling. I'll be Santa in the movie. And he's just kind of like,
I don't
I get
even
to
know
drink.
how to do anything. I don't know. Is this what Santa sounds like? I've never heard of the legend of Santa Claus.
doesn't he sound like Frankenstein?
Yeah,
Isn't he supposed to?
Sounds like Barney from The
He's
Simpsons.
supposed to scare
He
children,
does
right?
sound like Barney.
Barky Gumble. Rah! Oh,
Now we got to
no,
hear.
yeah,
Now
I
we
need
got to
to.
hear some more of them because Justin said that. It made me laugh.
Well, I better be off.
Is it too late to save Christmas?
Of course not, you moron. I'm Santa Claus. All you have to do is believe.
I'm already dead.
Can you play the Christmas Saboteurs clip?
Who said that?
Santa said that after he got attacked.
Oh, you know what?
That
I don't
one's
think
that
I
one's
made
me
that
rolling.
one.
I was like, oh my god.
I don't have that one.
We'll just let everybody file it away.
Oh my god! It's.
Do you have America's Funniest Home Videos? Alien falls on the ground and shakes his head and farts.
I did actually not make that one. I thought about it, but I thought we covered it with the other fart clip. That's right, folks.
Where he goes like.
That's right. We were turning away fart jokes. That was that.
Oh, that's the best fart joke.
I feel like you guys are neglecting a really obvious highlight clip, which is on Christmas Eve day, this guy is working, and he's hoping to get off early to go home, but it isn't going to happen.
Oh my god, yes.
And at the same time, I think at the start of this clip, this is after he saw an alien spaceship outside of his house in the middle of the night, and he's researching aliens on an internet that I can't believe we actually fucking used, but it's some kind of
I looked that up, by the way. I figured out what that search engine was.
What is
it?
And
it was like it's a thing that was like absorbed by Yahoo, and Disney owned it. I can't remember the name of it now. I should have written it down before now, but I looked it up and it was like, oh yeah, that was a thing in 1994, which confirms my belief that this thing was filmed in 94 and then released in 98, because it's like it's like Ask Jeeves shit, but whatever.
Yeah. So sorry, what was it? Oh, we were doing the boss clip, right?
This boss is the worst.
The U.S. government flatly denies the existence of aliens, friendly or otherwise.
Parker, what do aliens have to do with insurance claims anyway?
Nothing, sir.
That's right, you stupid son of a bitch! Get back to work or spend the new year on the unemployment line!
Yes, Mr. Hatton. Merry Christmas.
I hate Christmas! And you're not leaving early either!
No problem. I better get back to work.
You asshole. You better!
You asshole!
So when I see like a performance like this in a TV show or a movie or something like that, I think I got it from Joe from Pete and Amy. They'd always yell contest winner.
Yep.
Whenever something like that happened, where it's like you're just like the guy sends up and says like, "You can do it!" Like, oh, that's the guy who turned in the Wheaties box top and won the drawing. Did like you can be in the next Rocky movie or whatever.
Totally, and you'll have a bit part, and it'll be cool.
With a
walk
line.
you through it. I know you've never acted before, but we'll walk you through it. It does have that feel, and it also has the feel of of a very sheltered, let's say Pennsylvania, tiny town of 600 people, community theater type of thing.
Right.
And he's like, "Oh, movie, or you're filming it? I'm gonna really chew the scenery, like." You asshole! And it's like you watch that and you're like, oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Yeah. Free smells.
This ends.
Free smells.
This movie ends in the only way that it could in the 80s, right? Like you can't actually.
In the 80s? Did you say in the 80s?
Well, I mean, it's basically every 80s like sci-fi B movie rolled into one shitty.
1998.
98. I know, but I'm saying it's the entire thing is like 1989, right? It's like aesthetically speaking, or whatever. I mean,
yes.
Okay, so there's puppet aliens. They giggle at each other and do cute things. It's Ghoulies and Gremlins and all that shit in the 80s, right? I mean, basically that's all it's doing, but for like $17.
And way too late.
Yeah. For it's just kind of like this is what we can afford.
Hey man, you missed that boat. We had Gremlins, we had Ghoulies, we had.
But being an '80s movie, it has to end with Santa kicks all the aliens' asses and goes on to finish delivering presents. And then the next morning, the dad's like, "Oh wow, was that all a crazy dream or what?" And then there's one present hidden behind the tree or whatever, and the wife gives it to him, and he's shaking it, and then he opens it, and an alien pops out, and there's a freeze frame and go to credits, which is like kind of a requirement for like the 80s and 90s for like horror movies, right? Like or maybe even older, 70s.
It's I call it the to be continued or the end question mark. Like that to be continued. The end.
I think I have that. Can we play it?
Mm-hmm.
Here, the last present's yours.
I wonder what it is.
Open it up, silly. Open it up, Alan.
Sorry, those are the slowest credits of all time.
So it has that ending, right? And then we go into some great outro music.
Yeah,
And Joe, I'm sorry, you're saying that you have a problem with the credits? Tempo?
Yes, I do. They took about 10 minutes of the film.
Well, you know what? It was worth it.
They used enough filler everywhere else. They had to do it there too.
I love
They had to get all that music in.
I would agree with you, Justin, that it was tonally consistent with the padding that the film had done and exercised throughout the entire 80 minutes. It was absolutely consistent. They're like, well, we haven't done anything in a hurry up till now. Why should we run credits at a normal rate? We should run them at like half the speed. All these people deserve this credit.
So I know it's way later, but I'm going to point out that I'm not hurt that nobody asked me what my in a word was, because I know as a guest sometimes you get overlooked, and I totally understand. I mean, as a host, sorry, not a guest. So it's really cool.
All right, lay it on us.
Okay, so my daughter helped me with this one.
Totally have to be invited.
My daughter wants credit for this one. Ready? Open your minds.
Mm-hmm.
Looking.
Okay.
Looking?
Apply it. Looking. Yeah. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I would say, and I went back and looked at this like in a, like French film critic way, about 79% of the shots of this movie are characters looking at something blankly or dumbly.
Oh yeah,
Rubber puppets.
Wow.
We watched it, and she was pointing out like Rayman, like looking. I mean, it's just people walking around in a basement waiting to get eaten by something that's 8 ounces and has no mouth, right? I mean, it's a movie of people. I mean, it is filler. The whole thing is filler.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
just
yeah,
walking around saying, I heard something in the basement, and then they get attacked and eaten, and then there's a really bad gore effect, and then we go back to this A story, which, I mean, the whole thing is filler.
There's no A story.
There's no A story. Sorry.
There's no A story. The whole thing
I got up,
is
I went to work, I came home, Santa came and killed aliens. I mean, that's the A story.
Mm-hmm. The entire thing could be, you could have compressed this entire film to, it's 2016. You could have made a 3-minute video that had everything that was great about this movie in it and been done with it, except for unless you think the waiting around and like the boring, unless the looking is great. I think Athena was really astute in like looking, like the fact that it's like, but this isn't French New Wave. This guy is not making choices.
Right.
He's padding it. Like, this is not like, ooh, this is about the like man's search for he's like unfulfilled in his job and he has to go to like this thing and the aliens are redemption. No, bullshit. This is like, it's supposed to be a fun bullshit film, and it's padded by fucking cotton candy, except that cotton candy isn't fun and tasty. It's supposed to be spun sugar, and it's not. You know what I mean? And that's what bothers me about it. Like you can try and spin it as like French New Wave, but there was actually a review I saw about either this movie or the original Feeders. It was like, hey man, whatever, fuck, if Jean-Luc Godard did this shit, you'd be like, this is genius.
Oh,
and it's
wow.
like,
really?
Mm-hmm. Yes. In fact, I've got a 5-star review here. 5 stars, long live the Polonia Brothers. This is on Amazon. And this guy admits that the film itself is incredibly amateurish with almost zero display of filmmaking ability. But then he says, despite this fact, I honest to God find more joy and value in this film than 10 generic Hollywood blockbusters put together.
I actually agree with that statement.
I understand what he is saying. I understand what you're saying. Like, at least it's like human. But I also feel like in that one sentence, when I read that, I was like, that's how fucking Donald Trump got elected, you asshole.
No, because I enjoyed watching this movie.
It's like, oh, it's human. It's outside, thinking outside the box, bro. Like, no, it's shitty.
I enjoyed this so much more than like any 10 Will Smith movies. I would rather watch this.
Okay, I can understand that. I get that.
I don't know. I'm just saying. But anyway, is there anything we didn't cover as far as like, should we talk about the graphics at all? Because they were pretty good.
Were the oscilloscopes new in the alien ship?
I was wondering who was going to bring that up. So there's this really bugged Athena. There was a very large section of this film that was just alien puppets looking at an oscilloscope, and the image changing from like black and white to the saturation. Just it was I was really entranced, honestly, by John McBride's performance of the guy that survived the first movie and is being interrogated. His acting, as Joe was mentioning earlier, was so like improv class. You've got 2 hours of my time. I'm doing 2 takes. He was really feeling it. I feel like he might have like finished that take and put on a trench coat that had there might be buttons, button on the lapel or something.
They might be buttons. Did you say they might be buttons?
I'm sorry.
Did you say they might be buttons?
Sorry, yes. I meant to say they might be Giants buttons.
I like they might be buttons.
So do I.
They might be buttons. They might be snaps.
All right. So we can move on to Final Judgment, I think.
Oh, wait. Okay,
sorry.
Hold on a sec. Okay, so I'm looking at and I'm just going to basically read the 2 or 3 things.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Okay, so
wow, sorry.
Hit that. Oh, no timestamps in this movie. That's refreshing. Like, you remember in the first one, there was timestamps all over the place?
There was one.
No, there was some clocks. There was one, and then a lot of looking at clocks.
There was one timestamp that said December 25th, Christmas Day or something.
Yeah, that was dumb. And I'm like, hey, I know what Christmas Day is. Don't insult me.
But then you get to make the dun-dun sound. It's fun.
If they had done that, I would have. Yeah, if they had done that, I would have upvoted it.
Well, Renee and I did.
Aliens way shittier. We talked about that, I think. Because those first aliens, we bagged on those aliens, the first Feeders. Oh, these look shitty. But these ones, holy fuck, they were oh, hey, you remember how you had 5 hours before? You have 15 minutes now, bro. Yeah. And then they went to Michael's and they got big styrofoam balls and they painted them with green acrylic paint and they put them on a cardboard tube and they put bottle cap eyes on them and then they got those Dracula teeth and they cut them and they jammed them in there and they were like, that's pretty good. And you see them in this movie. I think we've kind of downplayed this. We haven't really talked about this. But you see those aliens side by side because they had the alien, one of the puppets at least from the first movie, side by side with these new shittier aliens, and it's like all you have to do, listener, is go Google Images and go Feeders 2 aliens, and the Feeders 2 aliens and the Feeders 1 aliens will come up, and the Feeders 1 aliens are the ones that look like, oh, that's okay, that's fine, and the Feeders 2 aliens look like, oh, Jesus Christ, what do you want for this?
Like daycare art projects.
Oh, this is like garage sale. Like, I'll give you $1 for it because it's hilarious, and I'll put it in my front yard for like a week. So they're really bad. They look like they've been made for a minute. And I made a snowman. Maybe we'll put it up on the website.
Oh, it will be there. I've already tweeted it out.
Unappealing actors, talked about that. Pallet Jack Company, talked about that.
We didn't really talk about Pallet Jack Company much. But...
Okay, so Pallet Jack Company is, so it's very clearly this thing where they're like, hey, I know the guy that works here. The boss says, like, we can get another location. We can, like, film here. Because it had nothing to do with anything. They never tied it back in. There was no reason for the aliens to, like, be there. They were just like, it's not like, rah, 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 we love wood and cardboard. They just, like, invaded this guy and killed this one guy in this pallet factory.
He was embezzling. He kind of
was embezzling. That's true.
Okay, but
I think that they were making a moral statement there.
But also really fleshing him out, as a three-dimensional person.
Okay, man, you guys. We've never fucking been shown that these aliens have a sense of morality or justice. They're not fucking up people who deserve it. They're going after primarily this family who's like, fine. They have kids and they're totally moral and fine and whatever.
Oh, Joe, they're adding layers to the onion.
Ah, boy, you fucking guys.
Look at this guy.
What about
Polonia? Why does he need the money? Is he in deep to Sal Annunzio? We don't know. Now he's a real person to me. When he's not on screen, I think about him. Where is he? What's he doing? It's like The Wire.
And they're going to explore it more in Feeders 3.
Okay, what about the main guy? Like, he goes like, oh, the kids go to bed, and then like he's got the cookies on the mantle of the staircase, and he like looks around.
Yeah, like he's going to get caught for eating the cookies.
Sees me eating these cookies that my wife made for me to eat because I'm fucking Santa.
Wait, what?
Or so he thinks.
What did you just say?
Okay, so Mark
Santa's
Polonia.
Not real?
Oh,
wait, is Santa not real?
All right, no, moving along. Okay, so Santa's real. But then there's a thing after that where they're like, oh, the kids are in bed. Okay, well, I got the presents all wrapped. And they're like, now I can give you your present. And they go upstairs together. Am I supposed to believe that they, like, woo?
So I think we're at the point now where we can make our final judgments about this movie. And at this point, this is where we have the arbitrary question of, is this cool or is this trash? And the term is nebulous, and that's intentional. You have to tell me whether it's cool or it's trash and why you chose that and what it means or whatever, So we always go with the guest first, if he's ready. Justin, is this cool or is this trash? First of all, tell me whether or not you enjoyed watching the movie, and then weigh in with your judgment.
I did enjoy it, mostly just because I never set out to take it seriously at all because I saw the first one. And so I just thought it was going to be ridiculous, and I was not disappointed. But I was a little bit surprised there were some Easter eggs in there for me, and that made me chuckle even more. So it's trash, but I loved it.
Okay. Gotcha.
I'm not watching it again, let's be clear.
You saw it once?
And that was enough.
So, can I just tell
you
something?
The novelty will be gone on another round.
On the 7th time is when it starts to open itself up to you. It's kind of like a shy, forest creature. By the 7th time it returns to feed from your hand, you go to a special place. It's good. Push
You're kind of scaring me right now, Matt.
The 15th,
I'm glad
16th,
you don't live next door anymore.
17th time, even better. Trust me. Keep watching it. Watch it every day. It's really good. Forget
Okay, so it's,
Christmasification.
I'm gonna
so
file
is this,
that away.
This sounds like Matt's recommendation is it's really good if you like Stockholm syndromes. Yeah.
I think that's
Joe?
where he's going with that.
No, Joe. It's
Wait,
your
is
turn.
this?
Joe? No.
Oh
it's
wait,
your-
no. It
no.
sounds like it's your turn.
No,
it sounds like it's
Matt.
your turn.
Matt, you got left out last.
You're already
time.
halfway to. You're already halfway to weighing in on this. I think you should just follow through.
You know what? I'll take that. This is I think it's cool. And here's the only reason why. Was because I watched it having seen Feeders 1, as we all said. And I thought it was more entertaining. It was way more primal and crude. And the uncomfortableness, the fact that this brother said everything like he was Eeyore. Like, and now it's Christmas Day. Like, everything, I mean, the whole movie is sound bites. There's the terrible music, the terrible juxtapositions and score, the bad acting, the fact that there's just filler, and you just throw a sepia tone on footage from the first movie, like the sum of the parts, or whatever. I think it's a great movie, so it's cool to me.
Okay.
I might add it to the yearly thing.
Like tradition?
Like every Thanksgiving, I watch Blood Freak now.
Sure.
This might be my official psychotronic Christmas film.
Christmas film?
Yep.
Okay. Oh man. Okay. I totally get where you're coming from. I feel like there's not really anything this bad that would fill that void that you're going for, but at the same time, based on the first Feeders, like the fact that this sequel actually looks not even ham-fisted isn't even that's not the right term at all. It's just like
immature.
Like it's like
Is that not enough?
No, it just feels like to me watching this, it was like so much more padded and improvised, and so much more like we didn't give a shit. We just want to have something, and there was no story and no nothing. And the first one at least tried. I feel like in my good bad movies, I like an earnest attempt to try and have a story and do a thing. And I feel like this one was just hey, we just catch some stuff on video over a weekend and whatever. Good enough. It just felt like, good enough. And again, I really feel like if they had gone, there were a couple points in there where they got kind of cheeky, and if they had run with that, like farting aliens, if they had run with knowing how cheeky they were with it and knowing how ridiculous they were, if they had really played up on that, I think it would have been really a home run for me. But mostly it was a lot of okay. It was like the first Feeders where they're flashlights and candles in the house at the end. Where I'm 90% of this movie is that for me, where I'm like, okay, cool. I'm uncomfortable in your home.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm you're not offering me any tea or anything. What is this? Okay, not, okay, So I think that's it. And again, I tend to approach things sort of as riff wise a little bit. So it's if I can't make fun of it enough, then it feels not good bad enough to me. But that's,
I get that.
I
get what you're saying. So what's our final vote here?
Oh, so I'm saying that's trash.
You're just saying trash. I mean, you're saying it's just below that level of, right?
It's just, it just hits that level where it's like, trash. I would say, like, I would implore viewers to be like, basically hit those sound bites that hit those, like, watch the Alien, watch this thing, like, you could sum up what's great about this movie in 5 minutes of clips.
Oh, we are from very different camps, sir.
Yes, I know we are. We've been here before.
Yeah, wow. Okay, so that's cool. So
That's trash.
I win. Did I win?
Yes. Yeah, I think you won.
Yeah.
Well, hooray. So we generally offer like an antidote. So something that hopefully is thematically similar to what we talked about, but is free online also, which actually has some artistic merit that we can say, we gave you this, kind of a washout, watch this instead. And if you don't have an issue with the film you watched, then you don't have an antidote. So I don't have one, but Joe felt that maybe he could offer some kind of soothing balm to cover up the scorch of this movie.
Yeah, so if this movie happened to have burned you and you need a salve or a tincture or something like that,
Wizard needs food badly.
I think, yeah, that kind of thing. Like, if this left you starving for more, like, I need an Alien thing from the 90s or earlier that's, like, Christmassy and fun, or just fun. It doesn't have to be Christmassy. Let's face it. Everything's Christmassy when you think about it. So I started looking up I don't know why I went on this sort of thing where I was like, oh, I came up with this. They Live, which I love. I'm going to tell you about movies that I'm sure all of you have seen, all of your listeners have seen, but They Live, that's worth rewatching. They Live from 1988, starring Roddy Piper and is it David Keith or Keith David?
Keith David.
Let's get Keith David.
I think.
Fucking wonderful movie about people who realize that aliens are taking over their world and they can only see them with magic glasses. It's fantastic, and a movie that I automatically rope to that in my mind is Repo Man, Alex Cox's Repo Man from 1984. Again, you don't ever see the aliens in this one, but the performances are great. And what I love about both of these movies is that they're aware of their campiness, and they're very, I don't know, they're just very self-aware. I don't know anybody personally that would call either of those movies anything but a classic. Like, they're just straight up a good time.
Yeah.
But I think certainly if you're talking about creatures running around at Christmas time, definitely you're talking about Gremlins from 1984.
Obviously, yes.
That's the movie you need to be seeing. And Gremlins 2 from 1986, I think. Gremlins 2 is crazy because it's literally like every fucking thing that could ever be and breaks the fourth wall and whatever. But Gremlins 1 is fantastic, and there's an amazing thing that I always try and tell people about where Phoebe Cates explains to Zach Galligan.
Oh, right.
Why, like, she hates Christmas.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be this very serious thing, but it's fucking hilarious because it's about how, and you can look it up on YouTube, but it's about how she hates Christmas because...
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert. Her dad played Santa one time and came down the chimney and got stuck, and they didn't realize it, and her dad, they looked for him for days and days, and it's really amazing. So that's a great movie. Gremlins 2 is just fucking balls to the wall crazy. If you've never seen it, do yourself a favor and watch that, because it's nutty, and
Gremlins 2 was like if they just took Gremlins and crossed it with Garbage Pail Kids. Like, it was, let's make a franchise, let's make a bunch of toys, let's try to make everybody happy. It was one of the worst sequels to a cool movie ever. And
but it's also
please
insanely cool.
Please,
it's insanely good.
It's a train wreck, and so I'm complimenting it. But
it's basically okay. So there was a Key and Peele sketch.
Yes, that's what was going to say. There's a Key and Peele sketch,
which nails it to a T. Where they have a boardroom meeting, and they have everyone in the boardroom, and they're just like, any idea is a good idea. So what do you want? Like, Gremlins was so huge and successful. What do you? Okay, we're gonna do Gremlins 2. What should be in it? And every suggestion that anybody says, no matter how crazy, is like, okay, it's going in the movie. Okay, it's going in the movie. And every single thing that everybody suggests is actually in the movie.
Right.
When you watch the sketch, you're like, what if Hulk Hogan shows up on screen and then he like threatens the projectionist and then he breaks out of it's
what
like,
if Donald Trump is in the movie theater?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And it's really, really crazy. Like, it's crazy that it even happened ever, honestly. But yeah, I don't know if it's a Christmas movie, but it's son of Christmas.
No, that's a great recommendation. Justin, do you feel like there's an antidote that's deserved, or are you happy with what we watched?
Oh, just whiskey, copious amounts of whiskey. That's all.
That's your antidote?
Yeah.
Do you have a cinematic antidote? No, okay.
No.
I feel like Justin is like, Panama.
I know. I was like,
he's like, Panama.
If I were in Panama right now with my feet in the sand or something, I would be like, yep, still here.
Like, no, watched it on the plane down, got some weird looks. No, it was good.
Right on.
Just give me more whiskey.
So, thank you guys again for doing this. I'm so glad we could do it before Christmas time for the follow through. I needed the follow through. I need to see what happened in the sequel. So I appreciate you guys doing this with me.
Well,
anytime.
Yeah. So, at some point we were going to do a Ted V. Michaels homage because he died in the last couple of months. We're going to watch The Corpse Grinders, and I'll have a couple guests on there for that, but that's being postponed because I want to do this for the Christmas episode, because you guys are worth the Christmas episode, for God's sakes. So
thank you, sir.
Thank you, Joe, and thank you, Justin, for being on and helping me watch Sleigh Bells. That was,
it was our pleasure.
Peter's 2 Sleigh Bells, are you listening?
I'm watching this every year now, I gotta tell you. It's that good.
Nice.
I guess that's it, guys. We'll be back next month talking about Corpse Grinders by Ted V. Michaels, and you guys take care of yourselves and have a happy holiday. For That's Cool, That's Trash, I'm Matt Howell.
Oh, I'm Joey Spaghettio.
I'm Justin Moman.
And thank you guys for talking about this. You folks out there, stay trashy. That's cool.
That's trash.
It's garbage, folks.
That's right, you stupid son of a bitch!